morning everyone, this is Manshu and me with my team members. We are the student of 12th PCM. Our topic for today's presentation is weather prediction, the historical data of Kanpur. In this project, we have used the past data weather of Kanpur to predict the future climate. The main aim is to predict the future prediction of weather. Moving forward to table of content, we will discuss these topics. Moving forward to abstract. Traditionally, for prediction, physical laws are used. In this physical laws, we study about wind thermodynamics to predict future climate. But it has some limitations. The limitations are like low accuracy and short-term prediction. Moving forward to background, there are 4 types of methods which we use to predict the future prediction. First method is climatology. In this, we will average the past data of weather data. Second method is analog. We will find a day in the past which has similar weather condition to the present. Third method is persistence. We will predict the weather of tomorrow similar to the today. Third method is numerical weather condition. In this, we will study about multiple conditions like wind speed, humidity, and many more. Now, I would like to call Sahil for objectives.
Purpose of our project is to predict temperature by using algorithms like random forest regression, multiple linear regression, and decision tree regression. The output value should be numerically based on factors such as maximum temperature, minimum temperature, wind speed, and sun hours in a day. Now I would like to call my colleague Gaurav Bhatt to explain machine learning.
Now we will be knowing about machine learning. Machine learning is a much better opportunity in the evolution of weather forecasting. It is a branch of artificial intelligence which is used to train the data and algorithms like human brains do. Use of algorithms in our project. There are different methods of foreseeing temperature utilizing regression and a bunch of multifunctional regression in which data sets are utilized to play out the counts and interrogations. We use 80% of information as trained and 20% of information as test. For example, in our project, we need to anticipate the temperature of Kanpur, India, utilizing these machine learning algorithms. We will utilize 8 years of data as information and 2 years of data to test the data. As suppose weather foreseeing utilizing machine learning algorithms which depends on numerical calculations like physics and differential equations. Artificial intelligence is additionally utilized for foreseeing temperature, which is trained by many models, for example, multiple linear regression, decision tree regression, and random forest regression. To finish up, machine learning has enormously changed the worldwide view of weather forecasting with high precision and predictability. What's more, in the following couple of years, the software has updated and will be made utilizing to precisely foresee the climate to avoid catastrophes like typhoons, thunderstorms, and thank you. I would like to call my next colleague Ishu for his presentation.
About the data, we have used the historical data of Indian city Kanpur. The data set contains hourly weather data for 1 Jan 2009 to 1 Jan 2020, and the data of each city is more than 10 years. We took this data from GitHub, and if anyone wants to download this data, then they can download from the given link. The data was extracted with the help of worldweatheronline.api, and we cannot guarantee the accuracy of the data. The data has been made available by the worldweatheronline.api and the wwo_hist package. Now I would like to call my colleague Arpit Bishnoi.
Now, I am here for methodology. Firstly, we gather the data from GitHub of historical weather data of Indian cities, which we are chosen Kanpur city. The data set are created keeping in mind the necessity of historical weather data. community. The dataset of the eight Indian cities as per population. The dataset contains hourly weather data from 1 Jan 2009 to 1 Jan 2020. The data of each city is more than 10 years. This data can be used to visualize the change in the data due to global warming or can be used to predict the weather of upcoming days, weeks, months and season, etc. The main target of this dataset can be used to predict the weather for the next day or week with the huge amount of data provided in the dataset. Furthermore, these data can be also be used to make visualization which help understand to impact the global warming. In this project, we have concentrating on the temperature prediction of Kanpur cities with the various machine learning algorithms and various regressions. Now we have the historical weather dataset of Kanpur cities of maximum temperature, minimum temperature, cloud cover, humidity, temperature, sun hours, precipitation, pressure and wind speed. Now we have the plot of each factor of 10 years like maximum temperature, minimum temperature, humidity and etc. Now we have the plot of each factor of 1 year like maximum temperature, minimum temperature, humidity and etc. Now I would like to go next for experimentation.
Experimentation. The record has just been separated into train set and test set. Each information has just been labeled. First we take the train set organizer. We will train our model with the help of histograms or plots. The feature so extracted is stored in histogram. This process is done for every data in the train set. Now we will build the model for our classifiers. The classifier which we will take into account are multiple linear regression, decision tree regression, random forest regression. Now we will train a model with the help of histograms. The most important thing in this process is to tune these parameters accordingly to get most accurate results. Once training is complete, we will take the test set. Now for each test data variable, we will extract the feature using feature extraction techniques and compare its values with the values stored in histogram. The output is then predicted for each test day. Now in order to calculate accuracy, we will compare the predicted value with the labeled value. The different metrics we will use are confusion metrics and RD score, etc. Now I will call Saurabh.
Now moving towards the results, firstly in multiple linear regression, we will clearly see that there is a high mean absolute error, which means that our model is very less accurate. The given flow is the snapshot of our project implementation, which shows the graph of the maximum temperature, minimum temperature, sun hour, humidity and precipitation. Now moving towards, we will see the decision tree regression. In this regression model, there is a medium mean absolute error, hence turn out to be the little accurate model. Given below is the snapshot of the actual results from the project implementation of multiple linear regression, in which date and time is given and the actual prediction and the difference is given. Now moving towards the random forest regression. In this there is a very low mean absolute error, which means that our project is very highly accurate, and the given below is the snapshot of the random forest regression. Now I will call Nikhil Kole.
So here is the conclusion of our project. We tried many machine learning models like linear regression, decision tree, random forest. So linear regression doesn't perform very well because it is very sensitive to unusual data points, and it only looks at 2 past data days. And polynomial regression gives consistent predictions, but it has biases. And random forest regression is the best and most accurate technique we used. Talking about random forest regression, it is most accurate and best technique we use, and it is widely used in real life predictions for predicting data and weather forecasting. Weather forecasting has major task of forecasting the precise outcomes, which are utilized in numerous ongoing frameworks like power offices, air terminals, the travel industry focuses, and so forth. Thank you, and here is my team.